Today is the third cooking class and also our final one. Yeah, I know what you mean. Anyway, so I'm going to make something sweet, okay? Make something sweet for you. And in your books, you already have the recipe there. So we're making the mini almond peanut butter carob cookies. All right? I have to lay this thing down. Or people like that.
Actually, the ladies made it for you. We just demonstrate, but the ladies already made a lot for you.
Yeah.
So each of you can have 2 pieces, I think. Very tiny one.
Yeah. This one you need 3 hands, okay? 3 hands. Anyway, 1 cup of raw almonds.
Raw almonds.
Yeah. Think of something else? All right. Okay.
I might say raw almonds is very, very good. A lot of people have hypoglycemia. Okay? I was going to say, when people are hypoglycemic, usual thing they will take orange juice or candy. That's the worst thing. That's the worst thing. For sure, it's going to lead to diabetes. So almonds, just take 2 almonds, put in your mouth and chew and chew and chew, chew for 10 minutes. Don't swallow. Just chew and chew and chew. That can actually cure your hypoglycemia.
That's great, thank you. So now, this is 1 cup of soap dates.
So,
1 cup of soap dates. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, all right. So this is sort of partially like almond flour, and it depends on how you like it. If you like coarser texture, you don't have to blend so fine. Mine's sort of a little bit on the coarse side for today. So this is the soap dates, 1 cup. And I'm going to blend it together to sort of make a dough. Not quite a dough yet, okay? It's coming. Then 1/3 cup organic peanut butter.
peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Now, when we talked about almonds earlier, I call almonds as a king of nuts, and peanut butter not a king yet.
Peanut butter is quite inflammatory, but we're using very small amount.
1/3 cup right here of peanut butter. I prefer the organic because peanuts are sprayed pretty heavily, so just spend a little more, $1 more for organic.
This is organic, non-GMO,
That's right.
no sugar added.
No sugar added. And then I will add 3 tablespoons of carob, C-A-R-O-B, carob powder.
In place of chocolate.
In place of, it's a natural alternative to chocolate. It's a healthy kind. So
This is also called St. John's.
That's right.
St. John's what?
St. John's bread.
St. John's bread.
Now, we just scoop it out. That's it. You just scoop it out. Yeah, put your gloves on. Kind of press it down like a dough. You just put it right here. It's a little bit on the dry side today, okay? So, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of water if you don't mind. It's a little bit on the dry side, so let me just make it, not too much, but just enough to kind of moisten it. It's a little bit dry, so we can now. Okay, let me just do it again. I think I want to add a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we'll put that back. Yeah, we'll put it back.
Yeah.
Add a little bit more water. Because we have the dates already soaked and it's probably dried up in the meantime. So it's okay, you know, it's all right. Just add a little bit more water. The other day when I was making at home, it was too wet, so too dry. But you can adjust accordingly. So let me mix it up.
I still need some water.
Let me just add a little more. You know, my food processor is very old. I was telling somebody, it's about like 30 years old. It still works, so I don't want to part with it. Now it's getting to be more like a dough. So, you know, I don't play around with it. If it's too dry, just add more water. I think it's better now.
How is it?
Oh, it's good.
Good?
It's good. Then just make them like into a marble size. And here's where you can have fun.
And my job is to roll the ball.
Like a large marble. Press
Okay,
it down.
one down.
Okay. And each recipe makes about 20 of these little balls.
Two.
So you can have your children, grandchildren,
They all can help.
nephews, whomever. Just they'll be happy to help you out.
Oh, sorry.
And then what you do is I just use a fork, make a little impression. And that's it. Can you see? Little impression. Okay, let me just do a few more, and then we're going to talk about something even related to all this, okay?
Mm-hmm. Going to make 20?
About 20, but
So I make room for.
my kitchen, no, it's okay. My kitchen staff so helpful. They say just do a few, we'll finish the rest. So that I would ask you to do that. I dip in a little water so it's easier to scoop out.
Roll around and press it.
Yeah, that's the fun part, isn't it?
Then use a fork to make an impression. Oh, I need a metal fork.
That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. We can use that one. Okay, so that's it. Just very simple. And then I'm going to unplug this. Excuse me, 1 second. I'm going to, Reggie, do you mind just come maybe take this and finish it for me, please? Oh, thank you, okay. There's one tray too.
That's all done?
Yeah, there.
Also, the finish is some more.
No, you already cleaned up with marble, so that's enough, thank you so much. Here's the little, Reggie, do you want the scooper or you have one? Thank you. That coat is very good, it sits in the front. All right, if you look at your recipes, there are only 4 items, right? Almond, dates, peanut butter, and carob. What's missing?
Water. She said coconut.
Oh, is it coconut? I still just want to hear that. What's missing in the cookie recipe? Sugar. Sugar is the word I'm looking for. Eggs, butter, all that's true. All right. I have a stick. I have a stick here.
Sugar cane.
How did you know?
Start
sugar?
Should be 3 feet.
Should be 3 feet, that's right.
So then 1 teaspoon.
So this is a whipping stick if I need to use. So with 2 feet, and I couldn't find state of rest, nobody has sugar.
3 feet.
Yeah,
How much sugar cane juice would you make?
I'm going to ask you in a minute. Okay, so if I were to chew from this end, chew and chew and chew and chew and chew and chew and chew, and chew one more foot, chew and chew and chew and chew and chew. Do all that chewing, 3 feet of it, guess how much sugar you get out of it? It's in teaspoons.
Teaspoon. How
Who
many
said
teaspoon?
one? All right, good for you. 1 teaspoon.
1 teaspoon from 3 feet.
3 feet. So I want to ask you math questions. You don't answer. Boy, maybe you well, he doesn't know the answer. But anyway, 3 feet of sugar cane makes 1 teaspoon of sugar like this, right? So this is what?
This is a refined sugar, I think.
This is, Wilson, he's so good here. Wilson thought was, did you think what was Wilson? He thought was salt. It's sugar.
How many teaspoons are there?
Okay, I want you to guess, how many teaspoons are in here? 50. Did you say 50? No wonder he's a dentist. 55
Teaspoons.
teaspoons of sugar. Okay. This is the amount of refined sugar that the average American eats every day.
Average American.
Average American.
I don't take that much, so
No.
somebody will take twice.
Yeah. So this is how much. So that's a lot of chewing. I'm thinking maybe from this wall here all the way up to parking lot. Right? About how many feet is that? A lot of feet.
15 feet.
3 feet. No, you're wrong.
Oh,
3 feet. 3 feet produces 1 teaspoon. How many feet produces 55? 165. All right, you're all such great mathematicians.
so this is one day's average intake.
That's right. So this is actually low. You got chew all the way from to the parking lot. That's a lot of chewing. So refined sugar is so easy to swallow. Now you can talk.
What do you want me to talk?
Many years ago, you did a research right here at Loma University
Oh,
on the effects of.
sugar.
Okay, now you talk.
Sugar on pesticides. We're talking about a very old study actually, probably 40 years old. A nutrition student wanted to study whether or not sugar will affect the phagocytosis or the neutrophils and monocytes engulfing the bacteria. So she recruited dental students, medical students to be her subject. She drew the blood and fed them different kinds of sugars.
What were they?
Pardon?
What kind of sugar?
Sugar.
This kind?
Must be, how can you find non-refined sugar anymore? Very difficult. Well, I see you have some here. But anyway, by feeding them the sugar, I think it's 100 grams. So 100 grams will be 3.5 ounces. Then she took blood again every hour for 4 or 5 hours and checked the ability, the white blood cell to kill bacteria. Very interesting. After 1 hour taking the sugar, the ability to kill bacteria decreased almost 20%. Second hour, 40%. Third hour, 60%. And fourth hour, these neutrophils, white blood cells, refuse to kill bacteria. They enjoy the sugar so much. They say, we will enjoy it now. Let's have a party. let's not bother to kill any bacteria.
So what's the conclusion?
Conclusion, sugar suppress the immune cells. This paper, I think Julie, the lady, did this study actually with 4 department professors involved. Microbiology, my department, nutrition department, anatomy department, physiology department. So it's a great effort. I just looked at the paper yesterday. Judy will have a second name, second author. The nutrition professor got the first. I got the third name, and then the anatomy professor, physiology professor, they all got their name there. So it's a study published 50 years ago.
And what type of cells? What type of cells like sugar?
Oh, she's asking what kind of cells like sugar? Okay. Anybody have any idea? I'll give you one hint. Cancer cell. They said, okay, cancer cell is one type. Another kind of cell would be fat cells. Fat cells. Huh?
FAT, fat cells.
FAT, fat cell. And another type of cells will be microorganisms, viruses, bacteria, fungi, yeast, and all.
What kind of virus?
Oh, what kind of virus? Coronavirus. So if you people want to stay away from coronavirus, don't ever eat this much sugar, okay? Don't ever eat this much sugar.
All right.
And if you do, you will suffer.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to another story? I have
Oh.
About too much sugar, what happens?
Okay, I'm going to tell you another story about a Japanese teacher. This was reported in the news several years ago. The Japanese teacher got caught for drunken driving several times, but he told people, I never drink alcohol. But they said, we test your blood. Your alcohol level is very high. You're a teacher, you're telling lies. But anyway, making long story short, this is actually an honest teacher. He never took sugar. What the problem was, I should say, he never took alcohol, I should say. But in his gut, there's a candida albicans, yeast organisms. But this teacher loved to drink watery drink, sweet drink. So what happened is that the sweet drink, the candida, the yeast make it into alcohol. So when you test it, it's always have alcohol. You know, a lot of people don't drink alcohol, but eat a lot of sugar. They just they really is very, very smart like donkey.
Yes, and in fact, we had several patients who come to see us a lot.
Oh yeah.
They would say, oh, their mind is so dull.
Should I tell?
Yes, you can tell.
Okay, this is actually your patient. This lady is a very fine lady. I think ever since she lost her husband, she stayed by herself, but she has a helper, Chinese lady helping her. So the Chinese lady will give her a very good diet. But the problem is every weekend, Friday, the children will take mother home to feed her with all kind of pies and cookies and ice cream, all kind of food. And Saturday night or Sunday morning, the children will take the mother to her own home. Saturday, Sunday, she's miserable. And by Monday, she actually is violent. She wants to hit the lady.
Very irritated, agitated.
Agitated. So, but this Chinese lady was housekeeper was very, very kind to her. Gently give her all the juicing, all the vegetable juice and things like that. By Wednesday, she's pretty good. By Thursday, she's very good. She's totally sane. She's a lovable lady. By Friday, she's still good. But children will take her home again, their home. Feed her with all kinds of sweet things. By Sunday, she's miserable, violent again.
Thank you. That's great.
End of the story.
Okay, thank you. Now I want to, when I make desserts at home, these are some whole foods, sugar sweeteners, you might say.
Whole food.
Raisins is very good. I mean, many of you do use raisins in your desserts.
No process.
No process.
I mean, minimal.
And then dates, which we use today in our cookies, you'll be sampling in a few minutes. So dates, very good. Then I have these red dates, red Chinese dates. 红枣, yeah.
红枣.
These make wonderful desserts too.
Actually, this was in Burton Hall, if I recall. A few years ago, they had quite a few plants at the Chinese date tree. And my brother-in-law, Daddy's father, discovered there's a date tree. And nobody picked up the dates. So Daddy's father actually transplanted and planted in a yard in his home. And so now, a lot of Chinese in Loma had this date tree.
Yes, and these are actually from
Tintin has
and
two
Manzano.
date trees.
They're sitting right there. They happen to live next street, so we walk over there by ourselves. Sometimes we steal. Makes wonderful. Okay, now I got 3 in the granulate form that you may use. And this one is a whole, raw, unprocessed, unbleached sugar.
Let me see. Whole cane sugar, unprocessed, unrefined.
And
So how do they make it?
and unbleached. I'll tell you in a second. And then this one is sucanat, S-U-C-A-N-A-T. Some of you have used it, sucanat. And this also you may use. It's whole, unprocessed, unbleached. And this, of course, is date sugar from the date. So these three are very good sugar, natural sugars you can use. The only thing taken from these is water. That's all. All the trace minerals are intact. There's no chemicals, no bleaching, nothing.
Usually low heat.
It's
They do
low
not heat
heat,
enough.
that's right. It's a low temperature, so it's still raw.
So all the vitamins and minerals are still
Yeah,
there.
right. So these you may use. And then I have another one.
Mommy.
Yeah, Maui. But this is turbinado, T-U-R-B-I-N-A-D-O. Turbinado is also a good sugar substitute you may use. The only thing is different is that they've removed 2/3 of the molasses. 2/3 of the molasses. So some things have taken away from it. So it's partially refined. Partially refined. If you want to use this occasionally, you may.
A lot of these sugars are actually made in Hawaii.
Yes.
I remember when we were in Hawaii, we want to find some unprocessed, unrefined sugar. They said no such thing. So finally, we found some local Hawaiian people said, "I'll take you to the factory." And
So we got to see them, see what they do. So now let me ask you something. What about brown sugar? Do some of you use brown sugar? Okay, some of you brown sugar people, I'm sorry to say, they are same as white sugar. Brown sugar is the same as white. But where did the brown come from? 2/3 of molasses taken from the turbinado. They add to this to make the brown sugar. So brown sugar is not good. Same as this, except the molasses add to it.
in Chinese, 红糖, red sugar, no good.
Now,
They just put the color red.
I don't have the syrup, but I have a maple syrup powder here. So maple syrup, brown rice syrup, barley malt syrup, all those are still complex carbohydrates. And they absorb slowly into your bloodstream. So you may use
Not too
them
good.
minimum.
Yeah, because they heat it up to make
Right.
it.
So it is partially processed. And then this one is agave nectar. Agave nectar has
Raw.
a low glycemic index. So it will not cause your sugar to spike up. And you can use some of this little bit. Then another one is honey. I got this honey from Trader Joe's. It's unfiltered and uncooked honey. So this is good to use.
They will always have warning, don't feed children.
Yeah, don't feed to the young babies.
Infant
Now, this container, I bought this probably 2 years ago. The reason I brought this is because it's expired. Although honey is still okay, it's expired. He always tell me, don't worry about the expiration date on honey. The reason I brought this along is this.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
How much we use?
How much in 2 years? 2 years. In other words, all these natural sugars, they're still concentrated food. So this I want to remember. They are concentrated. So use small amount, minimum amount. Okay, minimum amount.
Use in moderation.
Yeah, much less moderation. So before we serve the cookies, we're ready, right? So before we serve them, Reggie, Yolanda, Samantha,
Want you to come out here.
Betty, who else is in the kitchen? Please come out.
Come on.
Come up here. No,
Come
not
up
yet.
here first.
Don't serve yet. Come out. I just want you to come out. Quickly. Not yet. Everybody out of the kitchen, please. Come up, right up here.
Stand here.
Yolanda, please. Reggie, Betty, Samantha. And plus many others who are not here. No one's left in the kitchen, right? Just come. You know,
the food you people are eating, serving to you, like pasta, zucchini pasta, it's all made by these ladies.
I know. And plus the others who aren't even here. So don't be shy. Samantha is the first one to raise your hand. And Reggie, second one there. Yolanda and Betty. And plus many Now you can serve everybody. I just want to recognize without them, we